Welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us some really interesting material, Vivek's piece called Mastering AI Tools, Your Roadmap to 100x Efficiency.
Yeah, it's a solid roadmap.
Right. And our mission today is pretty straightforward. We want to pull out the absolute essential insights from this to help you seriously, level up your productivity.
Get right to the actionable stuff.
Exactly. We'll cover, understanding the AI scene right now, a step-by-step guide to getting good with these tools.
Seeing how they actually work in practice.
Yeah.
Maybe tackle some common issues.
And yeah, even peek at what's coming down the line. The idea is to get you practical knowledge, maybe some aha moments without feeling totally swamped by it all.
Absolutely. Vivek's guide is a great launch pad, and we're here to sort of navigate it with you efficiently. Focus on the practical steps, the real benefits.
Okay, so where does Vivek start? He basically says AI isn't some sci-fi dream anymore. It's here.
It's practical.
Yeah.
And it's tools we can actually use now. Forget the Hollywood robots for a sec.
Right. We're talking about tools that can chew through data way faster than we can, or automate those repetitive tasks that just drain your day.
And the variety is just... It's huge now. You've got these heavyweight machine learning platforms for big companies predicting market shifts. And then you've got super simple intelligent assistants right on your phone scheduling meetings or summarizing stuff.
So it spans a whole range.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the core benefits, Vivek talks about automation, freeing up your time for creative thinking or making smarter decisions because you've got the data.
Personalizing things, scaling up when work piles on.
Exactly. These are tangible ways AI can make a difference. Think about AI automation just giving you back, say, 5 hours a week. What could you do with that?
And that really hits on what we know you, the listener, are looking for, getting useful info quickly and putting it to work. These tools, used right, seem key to boosting efficiency.
Yeah, ditching the grunt work, moving past guesswork.
So how do we actually do that? How do we get started on this path? Vivek maps out 5 steps. Step 1.
Step 1, according to Vivek, is all about knowing your goals. Getting really clear on your objectives first.
Which makes total sense, right? You can't just grab an AI tool because everyone else is.
No, you need a why.
Vivek really hammers this home. Ask yourself, what am I actually trying to achieve here? Is it managing email chaos?
Or maybe spotting patterns in sales data you're missing. Finding inspiration for a project.
Yeah, what are your specific bottlenecks? What drives you nuts in your workflow that you wish could just disappear?
Precisely. Once you've got that clarity, then you move to step 2.
Which is?
Building some foundational knowledge. Now, again, this isn't about getting a PhD overnight.
Right, not becoming an AI researcher.
So think of it more like learning the basic rules of the road before driving. You don't need to be a mechanic, but knowing what the signs mean helps.
Okay, I like that analogy. So no complex math needed.
No, not necessarily. But Vivek does suggest investing a bit of time to grasp the core ideas. He mentions things like neural networks, natural language processing, predictive analytics.
Okay, those sound a little intimidating.
They can, but think simple. Neural networks, kind of like AI learning patterns, almost like a brain, to recognize things, say faces in photos.
Got it. And natural language processing.
That's just how AI understands us when we talk or write to it, like your smart speaker getting your command.
Okay. And predictive analytics.
Using past info to guess what might happen next, like Netflix suggesting a show you might like based on what you watched before.
Okay. That makes sense. So just understanding the basic what and why behind these terms.
Exactly. And there are tons of resources, online courses, webinars, tutorials. A little time spent here pays off when you start exploring actual tools.
Which leads us perfectly into step 3. Explore and experiment.
Yeah, time to get hands-on, play around a bit.
Vivek really encourages trying out different platforms, especially the user-friendly ones. And the good news is lots have free trials or free basic versions.
So you can test the waters.
Right.
No big upfront commitment, like trying apps on your phone.
And the key thing Vivek points out is to link this experimentation back to step 1.
Absolutely. Focus on tools that actually help with the goals you identified. If you want help writing, check out AI writing assistants. If it's social media automation, look for tools built for that.
Don't just try random stuff, try stuff relevant to your needs.
Spot on. Which brings us to step 4, integration, making AI part of your actual workflow.
So moving from just playing around to using it consistently.
Right. It's not about a massive overhaul overnight. Vivek suggests pinpointing those key areas where AI can give you the biggest efficiency boost,
He gives examples, right? Like automating customer service replies.
or using AI to help sort and analyze big spreadsheets, maybe. Think about tasks you find tedious or that eat up time you could use better.
Those are your prime candidates for AI help.
And take it slow, he advises. Start with one or two things, get comfortable, see the benefits, then maybe expand. Don't try to boil the ocean.
Good advice. Okay, so that's integration. What's the final step, step 5?
Step 5 is all about staying current. Keep learning, stay updated, and network.
Because this field moves so fast, doesn't it?
Incredibly fast. So Vivek recommends following industry news, maybe checking out virtual conferences or webinars.
And connecting with other people using AI.
Yeah, that networking part is super valuable. Joining online communities, forums, you learn so much from others' experiences, discover tools you hadn't heard of.
Okay, that 5-step roadmap seems pretty clear. Goals, basics, experiment, integrate, stay updated.
Exactly. Now, to make it even more real, Vivek talks about actual applications.
Oh yeah, the real world stuff. He mentions small businesses using AI analytics.
Right. To understand customer behavior better, spot market trends. That's huge for growth, making decisions based on data, not just hunches. Imagine knowing what your customers really want next.
That's powerful. And for bigger companies.
He highlights how they use AI to streamline operations, cut costs. It just shows the scale of impact possible.
But what about individuals? Like freelancers or creators?
That's a great point he makes. They're using AI for content creation, like brainstorming ideas, maybe even drafting initial text.
Oh, interesting. Project management too.
Yeah, and digital marketing automation.
Yeah.
Think about AI helping schedule social media posts for the best engagement times, freeing up your creative energy.
That really speaks to boosting personal productivity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like having a virtual assistant for certain tasks.
Totally. Vivek's core message here is that strategic AI use leads to big efficiency wins, whatever your scale.
Okay, but it can't all be smooth sailing. Vivek must mention challenges, right? Potential pitfalls.
Oh, definitely. He's realistic. First off, that learning curve we mentioned, it can feel daunting at first.
Yeah, you see all this stuff and think, where do I even begin?
But his advice holds. Start small, learn incrementally. Don't try to absorb everything at once, one step at a time.
Okay. What about fitting these tools into what we already use? Integration issues.
He addresses that too. Sometimes new AI tools don't play perfectly nicely with your existing software.
Right, compatibility problems.
So Vivek suggests a phased approach. Introduce things gradually and make sure there's proper training so people know how to use the tools effectively.
Makes sense. And what about data privacy? Security, that seems huge with AI.
Crucial. Absolutely critical. If an AI tool uses your data, you need to understand how it's protected, who has access. Vivek stresses this point.
And then there are the ethical questions.
Big ones. Responsible AI use is paramount. Thinking about potential biases in the AI's algorithms, striving for fairness, being transparent about how AI is being used.
So these are real challenges, but Vivek frames them as manageable with the right approach, not reasons to avoid AI altogether.
Exactly. Awareness and careful planning are key. Now, shifting gears a bit, Vivek also looks ahead. Future trends, what's next?
Ooh, interesting. What's on the horizon?
One big thing is hyper-personalization. AI getting even better at tailoring experiences just for you, based on your past behavior, your preferences.
So tech interactions becoming even more intuitive, almost like it reads your mind.
Kind of. And also greater integration. AI just becoming seamless, woven into everyday apps. We might not even notice we're using AI anymore.
It just becomes part of the background.
Yeah, just how things work.
Yeah.
Then there's this really exciting idea, collaborative intelligence.
Meaning.
Humans and AI working together. It's not AI replacing us, but augmenting us. Our creativity combined with AI's analytical power.
Like a writer using AI to break writer's block or a designer using it to explore options quickly.
Exactly. That's synergy driving innovation.
Yeah.
And finally, he mentions AI becoming more accessible.
Easier to use, cheaper.
Both. More user-friendly interfaces, more affordable options, opening up AI power to way more people, not just tech gurus. The democratization of AI, really.
Wow. So understanding these trends helps us stay ahead of the curve, right? Position ourselves for the future.
Definitely. It's about being ready for what's next and how it can help you stay productive and innovative.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive into Vivek's roadmap, what are the main takeaways for everyone listening?
Well, I think the big one is that boosting your efficiency with AI isn't some far-off fantasy. It's achievable now.
Right. The tools are here.
Yeah.
But it's also not magic. It's a journey.
It requires learning, adapting, being intentional. It's about strategic integration, not just grabbing the latest shiny object.
An ongoing process.
Exactly. And building on that collaborative intelligence idea, here's a thought to leave you with.
Okay.
Consider this. How could your specific skills, your unique insights, combine with AI's capabilities? What could that unlock for you in your field?
That synergy between human expertise and AI power.
What new levels of productivity or innovation does that spark in your mind? Maybe something we discussed today, a specific tool or idea, has got you thinking.
Food for thought, definitely. Your own AI exploration is really just beginning.